Hello guys, got another update video on the trailer situation. I figured I'd show you. I did some changes, as always. It's always a work in progress. Picked up this trailer used, if you haven't seen the other videos on it. And we had some shelves pre-made all in here. I went ahead and left them in for a little while. Was working out all right, but it got to the point where it was kind of cramped where the mower is. So I, over the weekend, went through and eliminated those and kind of did a whole nother arrangement. Figured I'd share it with you. I know there's kind of popular videos, a lot of people looking for ideas on how to set up their trailer. I now have a lot more room on either side, as you can see from the mower. I had a row of shelves that ran all the way down that side that I repurposed the wood and now made them up front. We'll get to that. Basically, this wall is unchanged. I've got the attachments for the PAS combi system, a couple of trimmers, the edger, pull saws, first aid kit, stringer line, grease gun, fire extinguisher. That's kind of all on that side, which all is tucked in nice. On this side here, I put the ladder down here, a couple of brackets holding that on with a bungee cord holding it tight. Got a couple of the tornado hooks for hanging the blowers. I have one higher than the other. You can see the couple of tornado hooks. I have one higher than the other, so the tube, of course it's a little crooked right now. Let me straighten that out. But just so they're able to hang with the tubes, not hitting each other. So I have that set up there. Put this kind of a hose hanger just to hold this tube out of the way, and then I've got this shelf with the sprayers. I had the sprayers up here like this before, but I just made it just a smaller shelf for single purpose of the sprayers. And I go ahead and just tuck this right up in here. I'll probably add something to hold it a little more steady in the future. We'll see. It hasn't really fallen yet from driving around. So I have that set up. Like I said, a lot more space over here. I can now walk around the mower either way. And then I've got a couple of tool holders set up here. Just rake shovels type of thing. Got one here, with the wheelbarrow in the middle. That's just some leftover grass seed sitting there. And I just set a couple of strips of plywood on either side so the wheelbarrow cannot move. The bungee cord holding it in. Just nice to have that on site at all times. You never know. Got my spreader tucked away in here. Pretty simple to get to this way now, taking up as little space as possible, as you can see. Got an irrigation trenching shovel stuck in the corner there. Up on the top shelf, I just got a couple of plastic bins for smaller items, spare parts, irrigation stuff that I don't use. Just some herbicides and whatnot up here. Got my cut-off saw that I don't use that often, but I keep it in here. Next shelf down, got a couple of saws. Got the Echo saw, the Husky, a couple of hand saws in the back here, and then hedge trimmers, a couple of those. And then next shelf down, I've got the combi unit, the PAS Echo head unit, and then a hand blower, always nice to have. That's just my irrigation toolbox. Got the air tank. Picked up this $49 toolbox, just big enough for what I need to carry in the trailer. There's ball bearing drawers for $49. It's gotta kind of pull it out to use it right now to flip the top up. I'm probably gonna figure something out, maybe a slide out tray or something, but it also has the lift up tray inside, which is kind of nice to keep things stuck on the top. So I got that set up with some basic tools. And then the bottom, right now I've got the gas cans in there. This is just a little bin. I've got an open bag of fert here. Got a spare watering hose. This is next round of fert going down, just stocked up. In the back here I've got a couple of jack stands and the jack in case I need it. So all in all, this is still the same over here. Paper towel holder, bar and chain oil mix, marking paint, paper towels, hand cleaners, I got a thing of bungee cords there that you never know when you can use those. And back over here again, this is the pole saw unit with the hedge clipper attachment and the extension. So I got some spare edger blades kind of tucked up in there. So you know, I changed it around completely. You know, it's always a work in progress. Figured I'd show you where I'm at now. Like I said, it's nice to have this extra room. I picked up a Ditch Witch you know, stand-on skid steer for a job last week, and I was able to fit it in here with the shelf unit that I had. The shelf unit kind of stuck out to about here, which is not how big I would have made it, but since it was already in here when I bought it, I figured I'd try to stick with it. And then I realized I'm not going to need all that shelf unit. It was basically 3 shelves the whole length of the trailer all the way down. And as you can see, this 1, 2, 3, 4 shelf setup here up in the front tucked away pretty much holds all that stuff that I had on it. And then that gives me this whole wall to hang things, and that allows the floor space. Plenty of room now. So if I ever pick up another piece of rental equipment, I add another mower, whatever the case may be, I've got plenty of room now. So like I said, just an update. Just want to let you know where we're at on that, and hope the season's going well for everybody, and make the money now while you can before winter comes back around again. So all right, have a good day.